Hey, welcome back to Dudes on Twitch, here for round 5 on the play against the Fishy. And this hand is fine. This hand's pretty good. Termite Vial, turn to Thalia, Wasteland as well, which is nice. We'll definitely keep this. It doesn't really... I think like the Vial gives away what we're on straight away, but might as well just go Plains into Vial. Okay. Depending on what we see, we might want to play 2 and 2 Thalia, or just keep it for the Vial. A Port would be a pretty nice pickup, but we'll see what happens here. Vial. Oh, is this going to be another... Interesting. So we can go after their mana pretty heavily here. I don't mind Thalia and then just hold up Revoker to see if we can maybe hit their mana and then just take Aether Vial out of consideration with Revoker. Marsh Fights is fine. This will tick up. Karakas. Definitely playing Wasteland. How do I want to play this? I'm going to Wasteland here in damage, so they can't float mana and use it second combat. Looks like they're floating blue, that's fine. They're going to flag it. Looks like they're going to Brainstorm. Swords on this, that is more than fine. I guess in case they have Force, I'm happy just to use Vial here. Name Aether Vial. They have gone for a basic plane, so hopefully that puts them back. Yeah, they're gonna struggle here, nice. I'm gonna put this to 3 straight away. Plains. Alright, let's go Factory. Attack. Probably just playing Flickerwisp and resetting the Vial so that they can't Swords the Revoker straight away and then just put something into play. Yeah, nice, okay. This is working out really well. I'm going to stop this for now. And hopefully just draw more gas. That's pretty good. It's a great start. Let's fire this up. Let's play Mum. Which is lethal next turn if we do want to get really aggressive. Yeah, I really like the aggressive line there of just going after Vial, especially if we Wasteland the Underground Sea and see them go for a basic. That kind of gives me the thought process that they have a pretty unfortunate hand and they just have to go for basics because they can't be double Wastelanded. But I think maybe the case there was that you had to go for a duel because you couldn't rely on just the snow-covered plains. But happy to get that. We know what we're playing against as well, which is nice. So we know a little bit of how to sideboard for Thalia. I think this is just how we side again. Yeah. Could definitely have come back on us as well if it turned out that we needed the vial more than our opponent, but I think that was okay. I'm okay with this. Stoneforge is pretty nice. Jitte can be pretty big in this matchup if we can connect. This also means that if we draw into a Revoker, we just have a great target in Aether Vial. Wow, Brainstorm. Now they might be digging. Wasteland. That's fine. Come on, Revoker. Wasteland ourselves. That's pretty interesting. I think that Stoneforge is just so good here. And probably Jitte. I think in the face of a deck with Baleful Strix, that Batterskull is a little bit worse. I'm not going to attack with the Mum. If my opponent doesn't play another land, I'm pretty happy to Wasteland the Wasteland. Yeah. This is pretty interesting. I also have Recruiter for Vial. So I want to name probably one with Prelate. So if we go Pass with Jitte and Path up, we can then untap and have Prelate online. I guess we want to attack with the Jitte as well, so we're probably not casting the Prelate next turn. I think I'm okay with just hold up Path and Jitte. It's just a little bit rough because of the Vial. You know what? I think that the line here is actually just to go for Recruiter into Revoker. Because if I can really make them stumble, even if they get like a Plague Engineer and name Human, I'm happy just to turn off this Vial. Which means I should have attacked with the Stoneforge Mystic. Maybe I shouldn't have. It would have meant I would have maybe had to use the Mum when I didn't want to. This I'm scared of because of Plague Engineer. So if we can live one more turn, I'll be very happy. Or at least keep a similar board state. Interesting. Alright, well, definitely slamming Revoker. See what they do in response. Plague is okay. They take out these. Interesting, okay. Maybe I should have played the land first. Yeah, I definitely should have. I didn't think of a reason why to play the land first, but here it is. I'm gonna name Abandon Hope. Yeah. I think here just passing with Path up in case they want to flicker the Plague Engineer is fine. And then we can also hold up Jitte. Not the greatest point where we want to be doing this. So let's go equip here. Activate the vial. Okay. Flickerwisp this. Ah, Flickerwisp the Jitte. Okay, that's fine. Wasteland this. Play Port. Another Stoneforge is interesting, but I think Port here is just a lot better. Just to keep my opponent off from casting any 2-drops as well. Path just a little bit rough here because I don't want to give my opponent the land. Yeah, Soulherd is going to be pretty rough, especially on this Plague Engineer, most likely naming human. Flickerwisp. Interesting. Probably on the Jitte. Okay. Another mum. Stoneforge for Batterskull. We can hold it up now. And I can also hold up Path on Plague Engineer if they try to reset it. Not playing the land first in response to the... playing the land then casting the Revoker was the big one. I guess I wasn't too sure what land I wanted to play, but yeah, obviously came back to bite me. Meddling Mage is fine. What do they name? I don't think the call is Path, so I'm not going to Path in response. Yeah, thankfully. What's this going to be? Recruiter. Okay. Probably getting another Soul Herder. I could be wrong. Even something like Orzhov Pontiff would be pretty busted. Vensa. Interesting. This is fine. Now it's up to what they do with the Soul Herder. Target the Wisp. That's interesting. So it's really a case here, do I want the Jitte more than the Batterskull? I think I do. Because now the two counters can trade with the Plague Engineer, which is kind of nice. Probably pretty happy here just to give pro white. Just so it can't be blocked by the Soul Herder. This is fine. I believe Venta could target their own stuff, which is pretty rough, so I feel like I'm gonna pass, but this could be wrong. There might be reason to use the Jitte on Plague Engineer in my turn, but hopefully this is fine. Eliminate. Oh yeah, I was gonna use the Batterskull. I was gonna use it for the Batterskull anyway, that's a misplay. Rough. Yeah, not playing that land was huge. No attacks. Interesting. Spellseeker. Okay. probably happy with just Mum here as well. Okay. So they have Venser online. I think the big kill here is just going after the recruiters. Yeah, having a Strix back up is just killer, especially with this Soul Header out. Tick this up. I think I've lost this game, so I'm just going to go for Cataclysm here. And we're going to keep a Mum, a Port, and Vial. Oh, they get to keep an artifact if they wanted. They could have kept the Baleful Strix, which is interesting. Definitely blocking, even if they have the swords, it's fine. Can't really play around that. I guess we could have maybe drawn a land and then put the Prelate on one. That's probably the play. Yeah. Rough. Just that one little play of not playing the land first and then casting the Phyrexian Revoker really got us. I'm just going to run this back. Yep. But yeah, just so much value out of their deck that it's pretty hard to keep up with. Even the Vial there just doing so much work, even though we had the Port, the Wasteland, the amount of 3-drops they have is just so good at keeping them, just allowing them to draw so many cards. We'll have to play first. This hand is... I think it's interesting. It really depends on if they start with the Vial, and then if we can get this Prelate down on one. I think it's a mulligan. It's not... This is a nice hand. I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to bottom the Factory. And go Port Pass. Or Port Vial Pass, sorry. Wow, no Port from them. That's pretty good for us. Revoker. Just gonna pass here. I could tap down the fetch land if I wanted to, just to stop something like a brainstorm. I might even do it here to see what they do, because we could wasteland it. They're gonna brainstorm first. Okay. At least we made them use the brainstorm when they had a little to no information left. Okay. Definitely tick this up. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna go after their white source. Pass. Upkeep. Tap this down. Stoneforge. Happy to get probably Batterskull, because even if they untap here, I'm going to keep this at 2 for now, because we have the Revoker to stop something like Teferi. Gideon. Alright, just going to pass here. Brainstorm's fine. That's not the greatest in the face of a deck with Baleful Strix, as I said before, but I think this is going to be okay. I probably just want to put in Revoker here. Aim to Fairy Time Reveler. We haven't seen it yet. It might not be in the deck, but I do want to just see if we can snag it. Another Stoneforge. Probably happy to attack with just these two. There's no real reason to attack with the Germ token. Prince is pretty good. They could have attacked first with the Baleful Strix though. I do want to get Jailer online this turn. Gonna take out the flyer. Attack with these three. I guess that is a free block, yeah. That's a misplay. Rough. Go and get Jitte. We draw. Not the worst. We are 2 lands behind though. I thought that Charming Prince was a 2-1 there, which is just stupid. It's right in front of me. I should read the card. But yeah, just little misplays that all add up, which isn't great. Opponent also at 7, which is pretty interesting. This is a big no. It's not great draws here. Alright. Planes. Interesting. I don't think the Plague Engineer was the Plowshares was too aggressive, but I just wish we drew out into our mana a little bit easier. Plague's pretty good. I like one attack there to get the Monarch. But I guess they can rename here, which is pretty good for them. Yeah, the 4th Vial isn't great. This is fine. They get the Strix back, they draw a card. I don't think we have a way of getting back from that, unfortunately. Even though they're at 1, and I could probably slog this out, Unfortunately, I just have to maybe make a better plan for Esper Vial, because we don't really have anything. The paths are okay, but I feel like a lot of the time the way to win that game is to pressure their mana, and to be giving them basics is just not what I want to be achieving. Pretty rough, but very cool to see. I mean, Esper Vial seems like a great deck right now, and it seems like just a better version of what you want to be doing with a deck like Death and Taxes at the same time. But we had a pretty good run. We got the 3-0 and then back down to a 3-2, which really just comes down to a few mistakes from me, to be fair. Just tighter play is needed, especially that turn with the Revoker. I'm gonna sleep on that for a few nights. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. My name is Dukes on Twitch. You can find me on Twitter at Dukes on Twitch, Twitch at Dukes on Twitch. You can find me on Discord at Dukes if you want to reach out. Hope you enjoyed this. It's been fun playing D&T again, but I think I'll be back to Maverick pretty soon. Thanks.